Well, hello and good morning to you. And I do mean good morning. I'm sitting here in my office right now about 10 minutes to 2 a.m. in the morning. Woke up, getting ready to go to work, and wanted to do a little video and update on yesterday's great runners. And so we're going to start off with the Bitcoin run yesterday. Vegas in our room, she alerted us to the news that came out by the new CEO of Goldman Sachs, Solomon, and David Solomon. He says he's keen on Bitcoin and crypto. So it's official. The new chief executive of Goldman Sachs will be is the firm's current chief operating officer, who last month the New York Investment Bank is looking to be adding further Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies services to its portfolio, which sounds real bullish to me. And it's a catalyst that we need to start maybe have the rebound on these Bitcoins. So the first one that I want to talk about, and that's David Solomon from Goldman Sachs. And when they speak, people listen. Sometimes they're not always the best on keen on things, but this is going to be a catalyst for the Bitcoins to start running. And we're talking about RIOT right now. Yesterday, after Vegas in our room alerted us this news article, it really caught my eye, so I started looking at the Bitcoin plays that I've played in the past, because I do remember that event very well. RIOT yesterday, we noticed that the volume started picking up right about around here, right around $5. So I alerted the room to get in. Looks like we're starting to form the 50-day. It bounced right off the 50-day and jumped right over the 200-day on a yearly chart. And so I started drawing my trend lines and my support levels that I had for this, and I was calling stocks out, and it hit my 653 target that I mentioned in the room. Didn't last very long, pulled back, consolidated a little bit. So I'm going to add me a little support right here around 608. I see right now, you see where the base of that candle wick is there. And we touched down a few times right in here. So I'm going to go ahead and add 608 to the support level. But I've got different supports on this, and I'm going to break this down and look at the 1 minute daily. This is RIOT. And as I do that, I see some more touchdowns right here, so I'm kind of excited about this. So let's keep RIOT on the watch list today. Here's another support right about 569. And maybe we got a little congestion right in here. It didn't last long. This is a 1 minute, remember. Took off right up into there. So I'm going to set me another little alert right there at 542. And I'll play any pullbacks. I'm in this right now over swing trade overnight. And also, I want to add Mara. Mara is also on watch. I called this in the room under $1. I started noticing the momentum. Once that article came out, it shot straight up. We had an ascending triangle. We flat topped. Right now we're at 126. We called 135 in the room. We hit the 135. First I said 129, and we hit that. And I draw I'm the master, or not a master, but I'm real good. I've been at this for a while, and so I've developed what I call the extended trend lines, and I can use a lot of these trend lines for the next run. If it pulls back, I'll still rely on the same trend lines that other people, So here's another little support right here about 116. I think I called a pullback in the room around 116 once it started running up here. And so I want to keep Mara on watch. There's another one that I like that I remember in the past, and that's NETE. I mean, everything on the scanner was Bitcoin this, Bitcoin that, and it lasted for a good hour after this article came out. So of course there's going to be some pullbacks, and you want to get in on those pullbacks. And I'm going to see if I got me a little trend right here. It looks like. kind of. I'm going to go ahead and put me another little support level right there at 813. So I want to keep NETE on watch. Looks like we had a pullback to 820. A lot of times when I'm doing a daily, I'll play the bounces. Like if it comes to the 200-day SMA, it could bounce off that 200-day SMA, and that's at 808 right now. But this constantly moves up and down. And one thing that I've learned by watching these two moving averages, which is the 50-day and the 200-day, is any time that it kind of stays along that 50-day SMA, it's still bullish as long as it's heading upwards. If it starts to go downwards, it could be an exit sign for me. And you know, we can have our golden crosses. This is right here when the 50-day crosses over the 200-day SMA, and look what happened once it did that. I mean, we started going down here. You could see it dip down. Then once it hit that 50-day SMA and the base hit it, it bounced up. And then a confirmation was the golden cross. So it did come back down a little bit, but when that golden cross hit, bam. And if I'd have hit my resistance, I didn't play NET yesterday because I was watching RIOT and Mara. I was in both of them, and I can't handle every stock out there. Here's another little support right here I'm adding at 805, and that's pretty close to where that 200 is right now. So anytime we get a touchdown to this, I'm going to look for other confirmations. If it's not the RSI, it'll be something else. So let's keep NETE on watch. And also had a wild hair yesterday, and I was looking at some penny stocks. Let's look at BT. I haven't looked at it yet, so I'm just going to pull this up. BTCS. Oh, we had a bounce yesterday on that one. This is why a lot of these penny stocks that deal with Bitcoin that had the run back in the day are oversold, and I don't blame them. So I'm going to set me a couple trend lines in here where I think that we are, and they might pick up momentum. And let's pull this up to a 20-day and see what it looks like right now. So we've got some opportunity. See, we got some opportunity to maybe make some money on some penny plays here pretty soon. There's a couple more trend lines that I've just adjusted to. So let's keep a good eye. Let's see if this 50-day wants to cross over the 200-day and give me a confirmation. We got a little resistance right here at 7 cents. See if we can get a pullback on this. See if the volume still comes in. See how the level 2 looks. Check out the news on it. This is BTCS. There's another one. There's all kinds of them. SING. I noticed it started running yesterday once the news came out. It ran from, and last week, see, we were up at 512. So I was telling the room you could probably get in this here at the 50-day SMA, which I'm going to bring this down back to the 1 minute just to have a look at it. Right around here at 401, and you should be able to bounce up and get out of it at 5.55 or 5.6 or 6 cents. So I'm going to keep all my Bitcoins. PTOP I ran back in the day when it was really had a real good run. I'm going to pull up a year's chart. I remember when this stock ran all the way up to about 6 cents. Then I was flipping this thing in and out of this thing back at this time, in and out, in and out. And then we had the big sell-off. Now we're at a bottom. We're at 0.0019. So keep PTOP on the watch list. And then I'm going to give one more penny stock. And I've been playing penny stocks for a long time. But I kind of got out of them there for a while because more people were paying attention to the mid caps and the stocks that were $1.50 above up to $5, and then the breakouts. But on the yearly chart, we're snugging at 50 SMA. We went below it one day at 3 cents, and we jumped right back above it again. The 50 days moving up a little bit for the past month. we hit that 200 SMA and dipped right back down. So let's keep a good eye on Sing and all these other penny plays, and keep a good eye on the Bitcoin. I think we have a new catalyst to get this thing going again. And I want to wish everybody a great trading day. Follow me here on, you've got 2 links below on my YouTube channel, one on StockTwits and the other one on Twitter. Hit the subscribe button if you like it. Give me a yes. And want to wish everybody a great trading day, and see you tomorrow, or see you this morning.